everybody in here right now, just hit the like button. Just take your finger real fast and hit the like button. There's a thumbs up down there. Just take your finger, hit the like button if you would, please. And then if you would, do me a favor, put in the comments OTVO, which stands for Overturn Terry versus Ohio. That's what it stands for, because that's why I started going on social media. Well, this is just a sample of what Dragonette Transparency offers here on her channel. And so this is her channel here. And so we can watch a bunch of these videos. But what I want to do right now, I'm actually going to bring Dragonette Transparency on now. Are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, Dragonette, how are you? Now, how do you like to be pronounced? How do you like me to pronounce that? What's that? There she is.
It's Dragonette.
Dragonette.
It's Dragonette. Yeah, Dragonette.
Dragonette. Okay.
Yes.
So
it started out with
Dragonette?
Dragon, but everybody thought it was. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking of legally changing it to that.
You're going to legally change your name to Dragonette?
Yes.
Okay. So what?
I was thinking of it, but probably not.
What got you into posting the videos of the police body cam footage?
Well, it was basically my generation and my parents' generation that kind of let the government get out of control. So I feel a responsibility to my grandchildren to try and get a leash on it as much as possible before I'm gone. So I just watched other people and saw it for myself that they are breaking the law more than the criminals.
Yes.
And decided to go out and record.
Wow. So you're going out and actually auditing cops and filming them?
Yes. I have been up until this incident that I'm having in court.
Okay, so now let's jump into that. So we talked about 2 weeks ago or so, and I didn't know it, but you're being prosecuted and persecuted. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
And what's the name of the county, city, state that you're being persecuted and prosecuted in?
Okay, it's Rutherford County, Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Rutherford County... Yeah, Rutherford County covers several cities, but Murfreesboro is almost the size of Nashville now. But I can tell you what happened is I recorded one specific police officer that had his girlfriend in his cruiser. He's the guy that is pushing this. And the man that assaulted me. The man that assaulted me was never charged.
So you caught a trooper in his patrol car with his significant other?
Yes. And I recorded it. It was on my old channel. It was one of my earlier videos. And
were they in the act of coitus?
Not completely. Not completely. But it looked like it was headed that way.
Kind of getting into some handsy feely stuff. So that video is not going to be on this page?
No. It was on the channel that YouTube took down for violence. And I believe they were getting the complaints from the sheriff's office.
What's the name of the cop? What's his name? What's the name of the cop?
His name is Deputy William Travis. William Travis.
And he's on the Rutherford County Sheriff's in Tennessee. So here it is.
In fact,
go ahead. In fact, what?
Yeah, he was the so-called investigator. He was the so-called investigator on my case, but he never spoke to me.
And the same guy you caught in his car was the investigator on your case against him? Is that correct?
Against me. Yes. Yes.
So,
But
so
I've
let's
never
walk
met
through it.
him. Never
But let's walk.
asked my side.
Let me stop you real quick. I'm going to walk you back 2 feet here. So you are out with your camera. Are you out cop watching? Is that what's going on? Or do you just see some cops so you pull over to film them?
There's one small little park here that's a very good hiding spot, and I catch deputy cars there on a daily basis, and he just happened to be one of the ones that I recorded.
Mm-hmm. What's the name of that park?
It is the hydroponic waterfall. It's a man-made waterfall.
Okay. Congratulations to the new sergeants. 3 new. Yeah, these guys look real trustworthy. This guy over here, he looks real trustworthy. Oh, yeah, I would trust him. He wouldn't cheat me. And this guy hasn't covered up murders and rapes and deaths. He hasn't, has he? Looks like he has.
Now, that's the sheriff. That's the sheriff that I tried to speak with.
What's his name?
Fitzpatrick.
So explain to me what happens here.
But I called him and asked him if he would speak with me, and they said he would call me back. And 3 days later, I received a pamphlet in the mail requesting me to donate funds to the deputies.
What? What'd you say?
Yeah.
Throw that away?
I said, I asked the sheriff to have a conversation with me. He sent me a pamphlet to donate funds to the deputies fund. He wouldn't call me back.
So
now that was the sheriff.
So you are going through the waterfall, the man-made waterfall, and you see a sheriff's deputy's car there. And so you have made a thing. You're going to film cops. So you go up and you start to film this cop, and he's a little handsy-pansy with his chick in the car, and they're in a cruiser, and it's during company hours. So you film this, but you don't keep the film on your phone. You don't have that film anymore.
I put it on my channel, the one that was taken down. I didn't have a backup.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's not the only deputy that I have recorded there. I've recorded a lot.
Do you have the same phone? Do you have the same phone that you use to record the deputy?
Yes.
Well, then you still have the video. You still have the video on there.
I can't find it. I can't find any of the.
Is it an Android or an iPhone?
Ones that I'm not very.
Right.
It's an iPhone.
Okay. So then I can probably call a couple places there in Tennessee and find a place that we can do the logistics on it and probably get the video off that phone, because it's still there. The videos never actually leave the phone, which is a weird thing, but it's true. So we could probably pull that. Yeah. Your video is still on your phone. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's very strange.
Great.
You can delete a video, but it's still on your phone. It's still there. So, okay. So you film him, and then they sent you something.
I have recorded 5 or 6.
Okay. You recorded 5 or 6 of them. And then they send you a thing to donate money, and you say, I'm not going to donate money. And then they charge you with a crime.
I'm sorry.
They charge you with a crime?
No. What happened was I was not for that. They eventually charged me with a crime.
What crime is that?
Well, what I was charged with has nothing to do with that. I was I was behind a school bus, and a citizen called the police and said I was stalking his child.
What?
But I was just, yes. And because I went down his street twice, they considered that stalking.
And they've charged you with stalking a child?
Yes.
Do you know the kid?
Which is a Class C felony.
Do you know the kid?
I don't know which child. No, I don't. The only way that I know them is the man on the video that cursed me out and assaulted me. Now that video is on my channel now.
Wow. So now this is the second time today we're hearing stories like this. So you filmed the cops, you caught them at the waterfall playing hanky panky, and then the random citizen who calls the police on you, what's his connection to the police?
I haven't been able to find out. But
you have a Sixth Amendment right to face your accuser.
Connection.
Right. Who's the accuser? What's his name?
Right.
It's what?
Johnny Barrett.
Joni Barrett in Murph.
Barrett.
Johnny Barrett or Joni?
Johnny.
Johnny
Male.
Barrett. Johnny Barrett. And he's in Johnny Barrett.
Yes.
And he's in Murfreesboro. Murfreesboro,
Yes.
Tennessee. I put that in the chat.
Yes.
Oh, I see an old friend in the chat. I hope he's doing okay.
His street address is the same as his name.
Okay.
He has some kind of connection with Barrett weapons manufacturer.
Oh, so
Possibly.
He works hand in hand. He works with the cops then if he's providing weapons?
Well, he's connected with the weapon. I think he's connected, a relative of the Barrett gun manufacturer.
So
that make guns.
Okay, DragonNet. So I'm a little confused here. So you're driving down the road in your car, and you go down a road. Is the town you live in like 500 people?
No, there's a lot more. But
okay.
He lives in a little cul-de-sac.
So you drove down his cul-de-sac more than once, and so you're stalking him, even though you've never called him, you've never reached out to him, you have no relationship with him?
Correct. Because if you show my video that's on my channel, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
What's the video called?
It's called This Is What Happened to Me. I think that's the name of it.
This is what happened to me. Okay. So is it one of the first videos that you posted on here?
Pretty much. Yes. Yes.
From one officer channel.
Okay,
another
here it is. Arrested for having
Got
a dash cam is what it's called.
Hey, turn yours off, will you?
Now it's going to have some bad language.
That's okay. Bad language is okay.
You might not think so after he gets
Okay. So she's just driving down a road here. She's just driving down the road. What?
Can I help you?
Why are you recording children getting off the bus?
Why are you?
What? She's recording children getting off the bus? Is everything? This is the most ridiculous culture we've ever created. You can't have anything to do with a child ever. If you ever even see a child, you should run the other way if you see a child. Don't go anywhere near the child. Don't go near a child. Don't follow a bus. Don't be near a child.
You stopping me?
Because my child's one of the children you're fucking recording.
I
What? What?
am watching the damn to make sure that they follow the laws.
Why are you following
Do you
children?
have a problem with
Yeah,
me?
I do.
Then call the police.
They've already been called.
Okay, then tell me where they're going to
So
be.
why are you recording children getting off the fucking bus?
I'm not
Is it a crime to record kids getting off a bus? I don't think that it is.
recording children. I am recording a government.
Because I will fuck somebody up if they fuck with my kid.
I am not fucking with
You
your
a fucking
kid.
child sex trafficker?
What?
That's ridiculous.
What? What the hell is going on in our country? And the cops set this guy up to do this? Oh, hold on. I lost you for there. Dragonette, the cops set this guy up to do this to you?
Yes.
They literally set you up.
He did this on his own.
No.
He
No.
did this on his own.
No. Sorry. No. You're
Maybe
incorrect.
not. Maybe not.
No, he didn't. Put a 1 in the chat if the
But
pigs
I
worked with this guy to set her up.
I tried to have him arrested for assault, and they refused to arrest him because if you keep watching, he reaches in the car and hits my hands.
Hold on, Dragonette. Hold
Knocks
on.
the phone out.
Hold on.
Why is it ridiculous to ever recording my fucking child again?
Kiss my ass.
You can
If
kiss
your
my
child-
fucking
if your
ass.
child is
You
in
understand?
public, there's no expectation of privacy in public.
So,
oh really?
Really?
Suck my fucking cock, you dumb old
You
cunt.
get some-
okay, so wait a minute. He goes from 0 to angrily hostile at you. You're an effing C word within 2 seconds flat, and the cops didn't set him up. What? So tell me this, Dragonette. Why are you driving down the road? How come you're driving down the road in America being a free person? Why are you doing that? Where are you going? Oh, I'm sorry. You're muted. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Because I was actually following the school bus because it was running the house. And
Didn't hear anything. Say it again.
Board
Say
of
it again. Say it again. Say it again. Didn't hear it.
I was driving behind the bus because the bus was running the stop sign in front of my house.
Oh, so you went to go.
with kids.
Okay, so you went to go talk to the bus driver about him running the stop sign in front of your house every day.
I was
Is that correct?
recording the bus driver running.
Oh, so
I
you
was
weren't even going to
recording
confront
the
him.
bus driver
Okay, so you were just
to
recording. You
take
weren't going
to the board.
to take it to the board of the school.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So let's keep watching.
somebody
You
else
think that
to
you
do
can
it.
record my fucking
I can
children
record
child sex
anybody out
trafficking?
here.
You can't
I
record
can
my
record-
fucking
I
child.
can record
I'll beat
anybody
the
out
fuck
in
out of
public.
you. You
Wow,
ain't
he's threatening you on camera, threatening to assault you.
do a
Yeah.
goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Let's get you on camera.
Go ahead. If you record my child one more time and
If-
continue
If
following
your
this
child
bus,
is-
Who the hell is this guy, bro? You know what?
Let's get you on camera.
go ahead.
You're real.
If
tough,
you record
bro.
my
You're real tough to an old lady. I'd put you on the ground in 2 seconds flat, bud.
one more time and
If-
continue following,
Look, bro, I'd put you on the ground in 2 seconds flat. This guy is a setup by the pigs. Guarantee it.
this
Child
bus,
is
Okay, so what happens next? So I'm going to pause this real quick. I'm going to bring you back on here, DragonNet. So then what happens next? The cops, he calls the cops and the cops come out to your car?
Well, actually, I ended up calling them because he hit me.
Why? Right. Okay.
He hit my hands to knock the phone out of my hands.
Right.
So
right.
I called for an assault. The cop
right.
said that he couldn't see an assault or intimidation on that camera.
You're kidding me. You're absolutely kidding me. Did you tell the cop what you were doing, that you were following the bus? What statement did you make to the cop when you number one, people who are watching this, do not call the police. Trust me, I tried it last year to get help. It doesn't work. You call the cops, you call a problem for yourself. 100%. Don't call them. Trust me. I learned the hard way.
Yeah, he called as well, so it didn't matter. He called as the same time that I did.
And said that you were doing what?
Stalking.
His kid?
He said I was recording children for sex trafficking.
Not illegal. It's not illegal. You can have a dash cam and record all the children you want. This country is becoming a freaking nanny state joke. What are we talking about here? So, okay, so the cop comes out. Are you in your car when the cop comes? Do you stay on the scene and wait for the cop to get there? Okay. So the cop comes out, and when the cop gets there, what happens?
I showed him the video, and he said he couldn't tell if the man had assaulted me or not. That I had to go to the...
You called the cops who hate you.
I didn't know that. I didn't.
No, they hate you. What do you mean you didn't know that? Mean, what are you talking about? You record cops that hate you.
That's true. But he called too.
I get it.
He called too, and I didn't want to leave the scene of something that I was being accused of.
You weren't being accused of anything. He was accusing you of stalking his son, who you don't even know who his son is. You don't even know the man.
He was accusing me of looking for children to be human trafficked. He watched
Sound of Freedom before it came out and decided that you were one of the drug cartel child predators. I don't know. I mean, have you kidnapped children before? Do you have a history of kidnapping children? Have you kidnapped a child before? Have you been accused of abducting a child before? Any kind of pedophilia charges in your past?
No.
Any kind of grooming charges? Anything at all that we need to know about?
I've never had a parking ticket.
So the cop comes out.
I've never even had a parking ticket.
I heard you. The cop comes out, and what does the cop say, and what does the cop do when the cop gets there? He looks at the camera and says, "Hey, I can't see what's going on here." And then what happens?
He tells me to go to the sheriff's department the next day. And
am I being detained, or am I
get a warrant?
For him, for the guy that assaulted you?
Oh, no, I was free to go.
Right, but so you're supposed to go back to the sheriff's office tomorrow so you can get a warrant on the guy who clearly hit your phone. We saw it. Everybody saw it.
Yes.
Whoa.
So I did that. And they sent me back to get the address.
Of the guy's house?
Which made me pass his house twice. So
go down the road and come back because it's a cul-de-sac.
Right. So I was, the stalking in Tennessee says if you do it twice.
Okay.
I've
so
only
you drove
been down that road 2 times.
Okay. So they gave you so you go to the sheriff's office the next day, and when you get to the sheriff's office, they tell you to go to the house. You go to the house, get the address, and then what happens?
That night I'm arrested.
Where?
At home
So you're
when I'm in the bed.
You're in bed and they come to your house with a warrant for your arrest for stalking?
Yes. Yep.
This is unbelievable. This is really, I've had the most surreal day. That guy is working. I'll tell you what, tomorrow, Team DLZ, who wants to, tomorrow we have every right to redress. I'm going to be calling, what is that it's called the Murfreesboro Sheriff's Department. And these are the people who charge you. The DA picked up the charges, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. So the DA picked up the charges and followed through on these. Who's the district attorney prosecuting you?
Prosecuting me is Jennings Jones, but the assistant prosecutor is doing my case.
Who's the assistant prosecutor?
Tammy Riddig.
Tammy
Riddig.
Do you know how to spell that last name? Tammy Riddig. It's okay.
Riddig.
Ritty.
Rittigg.
Tammy Rittig. I put it in the chat down there, and she's with the Rutherford.
Chille, this is a bill that they have already sent me, and my case has not went to court. It says I owe $898, and I haven't even been to trial yet.
What do you owe $898?
This is for court costs just to this point.
Wait, they're charging you.
It's a list of.
I can't see it. You got to take a.
You're
gonna have to
there
scan
is a charge.
I can't see it.
Okay, I can send it to you, but there's a charge on here. There's a charge on here for me being in jail. For my time in jail.
They came to your house and arrested you. You were in bed. They pulled you out of your house in the middle of the night and took you to jail.
And
I don't know what's happening in this country.
Not only that, they pulled me out of my house while I was half naked and would not let me get my clothes. They let my husband bring my clothes to the door, and I had to dress outside in front of my neighbors and the male officer.
Right, because they're so afraid you're going to go grab a gun. They're so terrified. They're so scared. All the cops have been trained to be afraid in our country for officer safety, so they can keep the ruse of Perry versus Ohio.
That's true, but I also do have a concealed carry permit, and they knew that.
Right. Are you going to pull it on the cops? Are you going to pull it on the cops and start shooting cops? Though? You've never even have a traffic ticket. If you have a concealed carry, there are statistics behind that. It's something like 98 or 99% of people who have a concealed carry license never break the law. Never. They don't break any laws.
Right.
98 or 90, even if it's 96%.
But that just let them know that I had a weapon. So they wouldn't let me come inside to even get dressed. I asked them to come in with me, that they could watch me get dressed. I just didn't want to get dressed in front of my neighbors. It was embarrassing enough to be arrested.
You'd never been arrested before, right?
But you have to dress outside in the yard.
I know you're not supposed to ask.
I've never had
you're not supposed to ask a lady how old is she, but how old are you?
I am 66.
You're 66. You've never been arrested. You started recording police. You caught a cop at the waterfall. And then the next thing you know, the cops are coming to their house and arresting you. Some guy's running out and saying you're stalking his child and you want to kidnap his kid that you don't even know if his kid's a girl or a boy. You have no idea. And so they're charging you with a felony now for driving down the road. And this woman, Tammy, what's her name
Riddig.
again? Tammy Riddig. She's actually prosecuting you.
Yes.
I see it. Yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy. That is just, have you reached out to anybody for help? Have you hired an attorney?
I have reached out to everyone.
Have you hired an attorney?
Well, I've been through 2 public defenders, and now I have the 3rd one.
And they want to make you, I'm just going to guess here, they want you to do a plea deal?
I did a plea deal.
What?
But the attorney and Tammy Riddig.
You took a plea deal?
The attorney and Tammy Riddig forced me to sign a piece of paper while I was sitting in the courtroom for 5 hours with a broken back. So I went pro se and had that plea deal reversed.
Right. What I'm just curious. What was the plea deal? You went pro per, represented yourself, dumped the public. So you were gonna take a guilty plea to harassment?
No. The last public defender talked me into signing it because I was sitting with a broken back.
Why is your back broken? And
he kept telling me, if all you have to do is sign this paper. I fell out the door and I broke my back and had court the next day.
Your back is broken? Is it really broken?
Yes. And I had proof. So when I went pro se back and filed a motion to have the plea set aside, I won that motion because I had proof my back was broken that day. And they held me there 5 hours in pain. And the attorney kept saying, all you have to do is sign this and you can go home. Wow. So I signed it because I was in extreme pain.
Wow.
But 3 days later, I filed a motion and had that plea set aside.
Did you file a complaint with the bar for the public pretender who tried to railroad you?
Not yet. Okay. Not yet. So, I'm going to.
So when is the next court date?
I'm going to. I go the 7th, which is Monday, but it is just to set the trial date.
Okay, so it's a pretrial hearing. Okay, so we have time to start making phone calls and reaching out to people. Boy, it's all through the South. Oklahoma, Tennessee, up north in Ohio, Louisiana, all of South Carolina, North Carolina. Right. It's just, you have such a large population of boomers who are cop suckers.
Right.
Just total and complete cop suckers.
I have it on video. The officer that came to the incident stating that I was legally allowed to record and drive down that public road anytime I wanted. And then the next day I get arrested because this other deputy says I don't have the right to record, and he's the one that I recorded.
Oh, so he's involved on your ticket?
Fighting the record.
What's his name again?
He was just the arresting officer.
The guy who you recorded at the waterfall. He was
not involved in the incident.
No, but he's the arresting officer.
Is my arresting officer. Yes.
The same guy you recorded is the arresting officer. That is, and that was an embarrassment for them, right? Right?
I suppose. I mean, I just put it on my channel. I didn't have a clue that they were watching. But there was an anonymous statement that about all these places I had recorded, and only an officer would have known that. And an anonymous letter said I was recording police in parks, not knowing whether they were at lunch or doing a report. And well, yes, I can do that. That's legal. If they want to have lunch, they should go to their station.
I don't know what's going on in our country. We've become such a police state. I'm going to show a video after you get off here, and I'm going to show you how they just fabricate that this guy who they tase and beat, that he somehow attacked them with the taser and that he somehow tried to bite them. It's just made up garbage. Right. I'm going to show another video after that where they pull a guy over who's doing 16 miles an hour in a 25, and the cop says, no, I'm not going to give it away. But the cop literally shoots himself in the foot by admitting that he has no idea what he's talking about and hems the guy up. We've given all of our rights to the cops, and it's all your fault. It's the boomers and the greatest generation that ruins the country by cop sucking, by being cop suckers. My generation, Gen X, most of us hate cops. Most of us don't like cops. Right. I was raised Gen X. I was a 90s kid, 80s kid, 90s kid, and we fucking hate them. Hate them. I think you know that I don't like
you right. You know, my daughter won't talk to me now. My daughter will not let me see my grandchildren. My daughter will not let me see my grandchildren.
Why? You have grandparents' rights, though. Did you know that?
I'm a cop watcher. Not in Tennessee.
Because you record police? Because you record police, your daughter won't let you see your grandkids? Right. They just tried this with Direct D in Arizona. The judge is trying to sentence him to 3 years of probation where he can't record Mesa police. That's what Direct D does for a living, trying to snatch away his income. And so now you're telling me that your own daughter won't let. How many grandchildren do you have from your daughter? How many children does your daughter have?
I have 2 and 1 step grandson. 2.
Well, 2. Dragonette,
and she is my only daughter.
Your only daughter won't, so she's a cop sucker.
Oh, yes. Her husband is high up in the military.
Who cares? Military and cops are not the same thing.
I know, but he's super cop sucker.
Oh, I see. So she's backing up her husband who's back the blue. We back the blue.
Yes.
Disgusting. So
because they just got married a couple of years ago.
And they had a couple kids. And so you're in your you're in your 60s still. So your daughter's 30, maybe.
32.
32.
32.
Wow. Well, how can we help you? I mean, I'm going to drop the link to her channel down here. Everybody can get over here and Colin, we'll make sure that we drop this on the main video as well and stick it in the comment section. Here's Dragonette Transparency's channel. Everybody, if you have to leave the live, just go over, subscribe to her channel, help her out, get her some more subs. And then YouTube nuked your channel for violence because you show cop footage. What about police activity? They show cop footage.
Well, they said sex and violence. I've never put any sex on my channel.
Oh, I know. DLZ Clips can tell you. My first channel got nuked because they said I was running porn on my channel. And then another channel got nuked. Yeah. They said I was putting porn on my channel. Then another channel. I've had 3 channels, 3 backup channels. DLZ Clips is running the 3rd. But the second backup channel got nuked. I think we've had 3 channels nuked. Then the second backup channel got nuked. And they said that I was reusing content from other creators. And at this time, I had never posted another creator on my page at all whatsoever. Nobody. Just my own content because my content was being pirated so much. I didn't want to take other people's content. So then the 3rd one, they just tried to, they nuked DLZ Trifold. And I think that they nuked that and they said that it was, again, pornography, which I don't even watch porn. I have watched porn. I'm not perfect. I have, but it's not something I do regularly because it messes up your head if you watch too much of that garbage. So wow. So you have court the 7th, and that's just a pretrial hearing. So that's good. So we have time to get you an attorney, and then we have time also to make the phone calls to the, I mean, I just got to go to the South. I got to head over to Oklahoma and stop by Tennessee and just bring my big brass band with me, because
they're not used to being recorded in Murfreesboro. Now, Nashville, they are. Nashville will leave you alone.
Oh, I hope
anywhere outside of Nashville.
I hope they don't.
Anywhere outside of Nashville, they think it's illegal.
In Murfreesboro, they think it's illegal? What did you say?
Yes.
Did you say they is that Rutherford County?
Yes.
Those are the police there?
Travis, William Travis, Deputy William Travis said it is illegal.
Thank you for calling the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office, located at 940 East Salem Highway, Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Police officers.
Please hang up and dial 911. If you know the extension of the party you are trying to reach, you may dial it at any time. Please listen carefully as the menu options have changed. For warrants and records information, press 1. For detention and inmate information, press 2. To request a patrol officer, report a crime, or to file a police report, please press 3. For the detective division, or to leave it.
Sheriff's Department.
I'm sorry, this is the Sheriff's Department?
Yes.
Hi, ma'am. My name is Jose DeCastro. I'm a journalist. And what I do is I go around the entire country and I film police in every different city, state, county in America. And I was just informed by a resident in your area that the police are telling people that it's a criminal act. All my calls are recorded, ma'am. Everything I do is recorded. I'm a journalist. I'm a real journalist. This is all I do for a living. I deal with cops face up, because it is not illegal to film the police in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Is that a clear understanding there? That's the reason I called.
Okay, first of all, I'm a dispatcher.
Okay.
I'm not the police. I'm not the deputies that are out there saying anything.
Do you mean the ones abusing people and raping people and killing people? Can I talk to someone who's a
I'm
cop
not
over there?
Continue this conversation. If you have an issue with our officers and what they
I
do,
want to talk to a cop in charge.
Office of Professional Responsibility.
Well, you sound like you're on their side. You sound like you don't give a damn about what I'm saying, that they're arresting people for filming cops.
I'm not going to argue.
I don't want you to argue. I want to talk to a cop. I don't want to talk to you anyway. Put a cop on the phone. Put a cop on the phone.
Thank you for calling the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office, located at 940.
Sheriff's Office.
I need to speak with the officer in charge, the watch commander on duty right now.
Okay, if they're out on the road, I'll have to have someone call you back.
Out on the road doing what?
Patrol.
Yeah, but the job of police is to uphold our rights, not to patrol around the road to try to catch people.
If you continue to do this, I'll have them take out warrants of harassment.
You can't. I'm not in Tennessee, honey. I'm calling to redress my government. It's not harassment. You can't turn a First Amendment protected activity into a crime. Hello, I identify.
And your First Amendment rights have been violated.
Absolutely. I'm telling you right now, that's why I'm calling to redress my government. I just had a resident of your county, lady, call me up and tell me on the phone, lady, that you guys are arresting people for filming and telling people that they can't film the cops. That's not the case. I'm calling to redress this.
Let me give you the number for the Office of the Professional Responsibility. That's the legal department, and you can speak with them.
I can't assist you on legal matters.
Okay, I called to redress. I'm telling you what I'm hearing. You're the dispatcher. You're supposed to give me the number that you're giving to me now. So what is it?
Just a moment.
Okay. Sounds like you're a real cop sucker to me, though. Sounds like you backed the blue because it hasn't happened to you yet. Just as soon as it happens to your kid, lady, you'll find me and you'll call me. Oh, I'm sure it has happened. You just put it, you compartmentalized it. You forgot about it like all your friends said. Just let it go because you can't beat them. I'm no longer accepting the things I can't change. I'm changing the things I can't accept. And this is one of them.
Well, I would go back to law school.
Go back to law school? I'm a constitutional law scholar, lady. I tour the country suing bad pigs. What are you talking about? I'm in 4 active lawsuits right now, and I'm going to sue your department because I'm going to come there and I'm going to film the cops. If you arrest me, I'll sue you. So what's the number?
615-904-3098.
You just tried to tell me you're going to get a warrant for my arrest for harassing you. You're the dispatcher. Your job is to answer the phone, lady, and give me the information I asked for. I'm not harassing you. This isn't warrantable. I haven't threatened your life. I'm calling you and asking you for information, lady.
I didn't say anything about threats.
You said you're going to get a warrant for my arrest. For what? Because we live in a police state.
Right, and I answered your question with the phone number to call.
I got the number now. Thank you so much for giving it to me. We don't need to speak anymore, do we?
I don't believe so.
All right, then have a great night. So you don't try to get a warrant for my arrest for calling you on the phone, you tulip.
No, for continuously calling, even though your questions were.
You hung up on me the first time, lady. Completely unprofessional.
I didn't speak with you the first time.
Listen, someone's got the cop stick stuck down their throat and their eyes are watering. That's what's going on over there. You guys are a bunch of cop suckers. That's a fact.
Well, I don't need the profanity.
There's no profanity in that. Lady, you are backing up cops who are telling people it's illegal to film them.
Professional talk, sir.
Professional? You think this organization's professional? You think you're professional? Do you think you're professional?
I'm not talking foul language to you.
I said you're a cop sucker. I didn't call you any dirty names.
Oh, that's a pleasant name. Most people like to be called that.
Well, why do you back the blue? Because it hasn't happened to you yet, or your kid.
Well, did it happen to you? Then you need to.
Oh my God, which time, lady? Listen, everything I do, I'm a journalist. Everything I do is recorded. Okay. I put everything online. I don't hide a damn thing. You guys do. You guys are the bad people. Well, the country's sick of you pigs. No, we're sick of pigs in this country. Okay, I'll call the other apartment. You have yourself a lovely evening. Oh, real professional lady. Try saying goodbye, chick.
Your call is being forwarded to a Mitel voicemail system.
Kyle Evans
is not available. Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
Mr. Evans, my name is Jose DeCastro. I'm a journalist. Every call I make is recorded. Everything I do is on the record. I just talked to a citizen in your county, and they just told me on a live stream with hundreds of people listening that your cops in Murfreesboro.
Recording deleted. Please record again.
What?
At the tone.
Can you hear me now? Do I got to talk like this? Mr. I forget, Kevin, what that was your name was? I can't remember now because it cut me off and had me re-record my audio. So my name is Jose DeCastro. I'm a journalist. Everything I do is recorded. Everything I do is on the record. I just talked to a citizen from your county, and they told me that the police are telling citizens there that it's illegal to film the police. Well, let me tell you something. When I come through there, I'm going to come to your office. I'm going to record you. I'm going to stand right outside your building and record you right through the window. I can record anything I want from public. anytime I want. I can record kids, grandmas, birds, dogs, cats, donkeys having sex in the grass. I can record anything I want. I'll call you again tomorrow. I'm so sick of this police state, prison state, death state in our country, persecuting and prosecuting people. It's crap. It's total crap. I'll call you again tomorrow. I got your number. I will call you again tomorrow. I'm going to keep calling because I'm going to stay on this case. It looks like I got to go to Oklahoma, so I'll just swing right through there. I'll bring myself and my big brass band, and we'll come marching down your street with our cameras rolling, which is a First Amendment protected activity. My channel, we're not for violence. We're for peaceful petitioning, protesting. That's what we're about here. Using our press, using our speech, using our right to petition. And that's why I sue so many bad cops. Win or lose, I don't give a damn. I'm going to cost you. You guys got some growing up to do there. It just chaps my ass. It just chaps my ass. So, okay, DragonNet. So you have court on the 7th, right? You got court on the 7th?
Yes, it's just to set it's just to set the trial date. The judge has already said he was not going to accept any more pleas. Because
what are you pleading? What are you pleading to? Why are you pleading to anything? You didn't do anything wrong.
Right. I told you I just signed the paper because I was being tortured by pain. They had me on the hard benches for 5 hours.
With a broken back. You're going to need an attorney.
And they knew it. I told them.
Of course. Who's going to be your attorney after the 7th? Who are you going to bring in for your attorney? Because
it's Amanda Gentry.
Well, you don't have to tell me her name out loud.
She's in Nashville.
But you have an attorney.
Yes, she's in Nashville.
Okay.
She doesn't know these people.
Good. Good. Any attorney that has to go in the same court, the same judge over and over, the judge owns that attorney because the judge will rule against them on all their motions and all their cases if they try to fight back. That's why I was telling Heather Dollarhide earlier, you have to get an attorney in Tulsa that has to come in from a couple hours away because you can't have anything to do with these nasty, disgusting, colluding, small town garbage. That guy, you need to get a private investigator. I do all my own private. I got another guy who does private investigation work for me, but you got to find the connection between that guy and the pigs, the guy who came and yelled at you and assaulted you. And you filled out a proper police report and they didn't charge him?
Right.
That's a lawsuit. That's a violation of your 14th Amendment, equal protection under your law. That's a violation of your 14th Amendment. It's a violation. That's a 14th Amendment violation. They have to give you equal protection under the law. That is such crap. Okay. I'm furious. I haven't slept since yesterday because I was stressed out over Jason in jail and Heather and the kid. And so I guess I'm on one, whatever. Can you believe I called her and then they hung up and they said, oh, I'm going to get a warrant for your arrest for calling you?
I wanted to show you. That's what I've been dealing with.
We just saw
all my FOIA requests. I'm not able to get FOIA requests because they said that I have to pay $800 and something for the body camera footage. But I did get that through Discovery. But then they sent me this $900 bill that I'm supposed to pay, and probably before trial. I don't know.
No.
But this is for going through general sessions, get it to circuit court.
No, you need an attorney, honey.
But anyway, I have something I want you to see.
Okay.
This will make you laugh.
Okay, I can't wait for a good laugh.
Here, look.
I see it.
My jewelry.
Is that your handcuffs? Those are your torture cuffs on your wrist?
Well, they're not really
Stick it on a pinky.
on my wrist, but yeah, they're little cuffs.
I want you to email me when we get off. I want you to email me over your FOIAs because I'll file the FOIAs. I'll file it under my name. If they don't give them to me, I'll sue them. That's what'll happen.
You have to provide us. You have to provide a Tennessee state ID to get any FOIAs.
Oh,
Rogue
is that the law?
That out. Yeah, that's the law. Rogue found that out. He tried to get it.
Rogue Nation did?
Yes, he tried to, when he was in Tennessee, something happened with him in Tennessee and he could not even get the records because even though he was the one being charged, he didn't live here. So he had to get someone from Tennessee, I think Heather Holt or someone, to get the records for him.
Really? Because
you have to provide state ID in order to get a FOIA request.
And that's a state law? I thought, but Freedom of Information Act, I thought it was a federal act.
Well, it's in the Tennessee Constitution.
That you have to have a Tennessee ID to get the body cam footage?
To get any FOIA request.
I got a question. In the state of Tennessee is saying that we can't get a FOIA out of the state of Tennessee without a Tennessee driver's license or identification card. Does that seem legit to you? What's up? This is DLZ. What's up, brother? Yeah, I'm sure you've heard of DragonNet Transparency on YouTube. But she tried to do a FOIA, and then I just told her, well, send me over your FOIAs, because they denied her FOIAs and said she can't file any more FOIAs because they're retaliating against her. And then I said, well, send me over your FOIAs via email, and then I'll submit your FOIAs myself. And if they don't give them to me, I'll sue them. And then she said it's in the Tennessee Constitution that I have to have an ID of Tennessee or a Tennessee driver's license to get the body cam footage there. Why would that be the thing? I'm a constitutional law scholar. If I can't see the footage, how's she going to know if it's a constitutional violation? She has no idea. They're telling her that she can't file for the body cam footage, that she can't get it. And if she's going to get it, she's got to pay $800. So an outside source can't get it. And if she's going to get it, they got to pay her $800. They got to pay $800. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how they came up with the number $800. Maybe it's per minute. I don't know. I don't know. It's under the Tennessee Public Records Act. So, well, we got to get this body cam footage. We got to get the footage. I mean, there's no way. And then she has to be able to file FOIAs. How can the police there tell her that she can't file FOIAs? DragonNet, did they tell you, did the police tell you that you could not file any more FOIAs?
No, the clerk said until I pay the FOIA fees, which were $800 and something, then I could not receive the FOIA request.
So did they put that in writing?
They'll give it to me. I just have to pay for it.
No, but did they say you have to pay for it in writing?
It's in my email.
Okay, they sent her an email and said that she has to pay $800 to get
Right.
Send me that. Send me that piece of paper. Forward that to me. DeleteLawz@gmail.com. There's a Z on the. Go ahead. Okay. So DragonNet, I need the first thing you ever filed for a FOIA. The very first thing the very first seed is what he just called it. So I need the very first FOIA that you filed, and then the very first response that they gave you. Is that correct? Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, and then, this right here, that's a good point. Blue Moon Revelations just said, how many people are going to be able to afford that when it's their turn? How many people can afford? I mean, look, I would have to crowdfund it. I would have to get on my computer and start crowdfunding. I mean, I don't have $800 just extra, just for fun, just to, I'm a regular person, so. Initial response, Dragonet, we need the initial request and the initial response. All right, I'm going to get that from her. And then when I get off this live, I'm going to give you a call back. All right. Hey, I covered one of your videos the other day too. Okay. Talk to you soon. Thanks, brother. Anytime. Later, brother. Okay. So I need the first one you sent and the first, and then just email that to me. And then, we will, it's like Team DLZ, all we do is help people. All we do is help people. And we are not, okay, so this says here, thank you, Stargazer, only citizens of Tennessee have the right to inspect and receive copies of public records under the Tennessee Public Records Act, Tennessee Code 10-7-503A2A. Wow. Thank you, Stargazer. Wow. So let me ask you a question. Who do you think put that into the Tennessee state constitution? Who do you think would want to put that in there? What would be the motivation to limiting who can get body cam footage if they don't live in
the police?
Yeah, the police wrote the bill.
The police.
Yes. I made a video about this the other day. The police write what's going on all over the country if you guys are unaware of what's happening. What's happening is the Fraternal Order of Police is taking ex-cops in every city, state, and federally, and then backing their campaign with Fraternal Order of Police money. And so they're taking a retired cop in Arizona like John Kavanaugh. John Kavanaugh is going to write SB 2319 in the state of Arizona. SB 2319 said that you have to have a 10-foot limit. You have to stay away from cops when you are recording them. John Kavanaugh was an ex-pig from the Northeast, either New York or New Jersey, where he worked as a port authority, and he went up to like sergeant, lieutenant, whatever stupid rankings they gave him. So John Kavanaugh was backed by the Fraternal Order of Police in Arizona when he moved to Arizona, when he retired. He was then funded by the Fraternal Order of Police. They ran his campaign, and he won a congressional seat in Scottsdale, Arizona. The Fraternal Order of Police then gave him a bill that said, submit this into committee, that said that people have to stay at least 10 feet away from cops. They touted the bill as a police protection bill. The bill 2319 was passed. I don't know if 2319 was passed in the finality, but one of those bills that it was a derivative or 2319 was passed. Eventually, after it was passed and they put a 10-foot rule in Arizona, a federal judge struck down the bill as unconstitutional because it chills your First Amendment right to film public officials in their official capacity. That's what's happening all over our country. All over our country, in every different city, state.
Right.
So when you hear of an ex-pig running, tell everybody he's being funded by the Fraternal Order of Police to put in bills that will cut the transparency. I wonder, hey, Stargazer, can you do a little more research? Can you tell me when that was put into the Tennessee state constitution? What 2/3 of the, now, if I remember my government correctly, 2/3 of Congress in Tennessee has to say yes. Is it 66% or 70% of the Congress? I think it's 2/3 vote has to make a constitutional amendment. I'm pretty sure that is for the federal constitution. I'm not quite sure if that's for the state constitution. So that's what I'd like to know. That's what I would like to know. So damn it. Is anybody here from Tennessee? Is anybody here from Tennessee? Because they can't cut off your right to file your FOIA. Tennessee accountability. But the thing is that if they want you to come up with $800, we probably can. What body cam footage are you going to get?
Well, hold on, Chille. Hold on. Now, hold on. I do have that footage, but the only way I was able to get it was to be pro se and get discovery. I could not get it before discovery.
Oh,
so I have the footage that they were charging me for, but I had to wait until discovery to get it.
And you can't give it to me. It's a crime.
No.
Is it not a crime?
Not until after court.
Right. But I believe in Nevada, I'm pretty sure it's a crime if you get discussed, because we're going through that now with LVMPD. So right. I don't know if it's a crime.
Well, I was told not to give it to anyone.
Yeah. 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 Of course you were told not to give it to anyone, but is it illegal?
Yeah.
Is it illegal? If it's not illegal, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Right. But it's supposed to be used at the trial, and that's it.
Wow.
But the body cam footage,
we have turned into just a gigantic mistake.
Everything that's wonderful. The officer that's saying you're legally allowed. My question is, where is the communication between the William Travis, the deputy that filed for my warrant? Where is the communication between him and that man that assaulted me? There is nothing that's except that he made a phone call.
Oh yeah, in America, all you have to do is call the cops.
His report was done over the phone.
So
yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to get these names from you. So the cop who took the call that would then issue the warrant for you, we have to figure out his relationship with the guy who assaulted you in the streets. We have to figure out the guy's relationship in the streets with the cops, right, because he doesn't come running outside and saying, "You're following my kid in a bus." Like, what a nutball. What a nutball. What an absolute nutball.
Well, I thought he was an officer. I told Heather when I made the bail call that he was an officer, because the way he came boldly out on the street behind the bus with his hand up reminded me of an officer. So I thought he was an officer.
Wow. Wow.
So.
Wow. So, I mean, so far, it's just everything I've heard today has been just like this backwards world of, and then I saw today in New Jersey how, I'm not sure if you guys know this, not New Jersey, in Michigan. And, I love all people. So I love different races. I love gay people, trans. I don't care what you are, as long as you're a person and you're a good person. And so they're having all kinds of problems in Michigan right now with the Muslims tearing down the pride flags and having like fist fights with the gays in the streets. So two groups of people that we really don't need fighting one another, but it's just the whole world is turning upside down right now. And it's just so strange. I mean, listening earlier to Heather and her story of how they've railroaded this family. Okay. Anyway, so all right. So then let's you and I again talk Monday after your court case. Was there anything you wanted to say before I let you go? Because I wanted you to say anything else you want to say to the people, because we're going to have you back on next week after your court case.
Okay. Just that I believe that I have a huge constitutional rights violation case, but I cannot find an attorney nor afford an attorney to represent me to actually sue the sheriff's department, because the entire sheriff's department is caught up into this.
I know some people.
So, I'm looking for someone that can that can advocate for a lawsuit, not just
You don't
Not
advocate.
just getting rid of my criminal charges,
but suing them for them railroading you so far for the whole thing. Every single thing you've told me today is perverse.
I mean, they've alienated my daughter from me, my grandchildren, because and they put me on all of the news stations, my name, my picture, and my arrest.
Is everybody
that
listening
was
to what
on
she's saying?
Channel 5, Fox?
Yeah. Is everybody listening to what she's saying?
If I am found not guilty, they're not going to put that on there. So people in my neighborhood hide their children
from you.
I'm already guilty. Yes.
Wow.
People in my neighborhood hide their children from me because I have been broadcasted on all the news channels as being a child sex stalker.
And the news said, can you get copies of the news?
Supposedly, I have everything. I saved everything from when the news, that's how my daughter found out.
But you don't have the video of the cop in the waterfall.
Someone from the sheriff's department, we can guess who, texted my daughter the Facebook report of my arrest before I had a chance to even tell her. And since then, I've been only on supervised visitation with my grandchildren, and that's maybe once a month.
You have grandparents' rights. That's another conversation. But
because she said I stepped over the.
Of all the criminal charges I've got in my life, when I was 18 years old, I was living in Alaska. My girlfriend was in Oregon. I went down to Oregon to go see her. I didn't know she had a new boyfriend. I showed up. She's holding some guy's hand. I was like really sheepish because, as you can tell from my ears, I beat up a lot of people all the way up till I was 25 years old. Tons of fist fights. So when I saw my girlfriend with another guy holding his hand, I've had my ears surgically replaced. I've had them fixed since wrestling in high school and college. And so I saw the guy. He saw me. My girlfriend saw me, ex-girlfriend. And I was like, you know what? I'm running. I don't want to beat this guy up. I know I'm going to lose my cool here. I turned around and ran. The campus security caught me and charged me with stalking. It was my girlfriend. I was surprising her. I had chocolate and roses. I had no idea she had another boyfriend. I had no clue. And they tried to chase me, but I was 18 and I left them. And then I was like, wait a minute, why am I running? I came to see my girlfriend. I have chocolate and roses. The cops tried to, this is the first time I realized that cops were beta male cucks. The first time I realized it, because they tried to chase me, but I outran them. And then I was like, why am I running? So I stopped. I had the chocolate. I had the roses. Cops come running up and they're like, what's up? I'm like, I came to see my girlfriend. I got chocolate and roses. And they start closing in on me. So I drop the chocolate and the roses and they start grabbing me. But I've been wrestling since I was 18. I just won the state tournament in freestyle and Greco. So the cops are grabbing me, and every time they grab me, you just take their hand right off. When someone puts their hand on your body and you don't want it, you just take their hand, you peel it right off. It's called hand control in wrestling. Right. Very normal. So I was peeling these guys' hands off me, and then they tried to jump on me and tackle me and there's only two of them. So they couldn't take me to the ground. And I said, what do you guys want to do? And they said, put your hands behind your back. So eventually I put my hands behind my back and they put me in torture cuffs. But I was charged with stalking, and then I had to take a diversion program because my ex-girlfriend's dad, who's named Bob in Alaska, he's dead, and I hope he's burning in hell. Sorry, ex-girlfriend, your dad was a prick and I hate him. So he's the one that called the cops on me and pressed charges against me from Alaska. Yeah. He died. He was a miserable piece of shit. Always was. And I think he molested my ex-girlfriend, to be honest. So now I've said it out loud. I don't care if somebody doesn't like it. The truth is always hard. Very rarely is the truth some beautiful hymn. Oh, it's just not. For the most part, the truth is gritty, raw, and rough. And that's just the way it is. So I always thought that Bob molested my ex-girlfriend. Always thought that because he was such a weird guy. but he died in his like 50s, 51, 52 or something like that. And I hope he's in hell because he caused me so many problems. So then I had to go to court and deal with the stalking charge, which I wasn't stalking my ex-girlfriend, but I went to go see her. But it's so weird. It's so weird how the cops can just charge you with whatever they can think of to charge you. And then no one really knows.
I know.
No one really knows what happened. Today, you're in your best position ever because you have the video footage of you filming the bus, so you can prove I was trying to show that this bus was running stop signs. You were probably narrating this bus has been running stop signs around here, right? Right. So you can prove what you were doing.
Yes, I was.
In 1992, I couldn't prove shit.
Yes.
All I could prove is I got chocolate and roses.
That's true.
I have no idea why she hasn't put a guy here. She didn't know I was coming. I was trying to surprise her. Bad surprise. But even to this day, I still get shit over I got a charge against me. It's like, that's why I said, have you been charged with pedophilia before? I mean, we've gone too far with this ridiculousness in our country. We really have gone too far with everything's about save the children. And then the sound of freedom is like, everybody like, oh my God, they're trying to rape our American kids. Listen, Americans, no, they're not. They're not. They're stealing kids in third world countries mostly. And kids get stolen here too, but not nearly like they do out of Mexico, Guatemala, the Honduras, Colombia, Argentina, Venezuela, Brazil. These are the countries that traffic children. And a lot of them. Sadly, it's a lot of Latino countries and African countries. Really, really sad. But that's the way it is. I know there's a pedo ass ring here. We know that because of Clinton and Trump and Epstein, those trifectas of those three. I believe Clinton is a pedophile. I believe Trump is a pedophile. And I know Epstein's a pedophile. So I don't trust. I mean, you hang around with Epstein too much and you're off. Yeah. You're gone for me, bro. I'm voting for Robert Kennedy because I can't vote for Trump and I would never vote for Biden. So I'm going to vote for Robert Kennedy Jr. because at least I'm pretty confident he's not a pedophile. But then again, if he gets in your car, oh, DragonNet, don't take him on that bus ride, baby. Don't you take him on the bus ride. All right, DragonNet. I'm going to let you go. Thank you for coming on. Everybody, do me a favor. I'm going to drop her channel in the link one more time here, just real quick. Get over there to DragonNet Transparency. Yeah, Clinton went over to Epstein Island like dozens of times. Trump and Epstein were like best buddies. There's like pictures of them everywhere. And like, no, Trump kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago after they raped dozens of kids. How many kids got raped before Trump banned him? I'm just saying. Do you see any pictures of me with pedophiles? Zero. So, well, I don't know. I'm on here with DragonNet. She stalks kids at a bus.
That's what everyone here thinks. Oh, I didn't tell you this. You this. They notified all of the schools in Rutherford County with my picture and name, and I was not allowed to go in my grandchildren's school on Grandparents' Day because they've put out a notice to the schools to not allow me near the children. And I haven't been tried yet. I haven't been found guilty of anything.
Did the sheriff's department distribute that information?
Yes.
Okay.
I have it on recording that they were going to do that.
You do. I'm gonna talk to a few of my people.
I have it on. I have an officer, a deputy saying, we'll notify all the schools. And then when I go to my my grandchild's school, they won't let me in.
Can you, I'm going to talk to you offline, but I'm so busy. I'm in 4 active lawsuits now. And
well, you've got my number.
Yeah, but I'm going to talk to you when we're offline, and I'm going to find out if we can jump through hoops together, because everything has got to be done properly. or it just messes me up if people come in and mess up my people. You know what I mean? But if we can get on the same page, it sounds like they've done some really egregious things, and that the community there, they've made you a monster. They've made you Jack the Ripper or the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Right.
Like you're driving down the road
Right.
trying to get little children. It's the most ridiculous, stupid thing I've ever heard.
Exactly.
It really is. It really, really is.
I have a neighbor. I have a neighbor here that has children that will not let them play in the yard when I'm at home. So, I mean, it's done, and that's done a lot of psychological damage to me and physical damage. My blood pressure won't stay down. And I mean, the stress has just been out of this world.
Wow. I'm so sorry, Dragonette.
So sorry. I mean, I'm just waiting for my trial. Just waiting for my trial. I believe that the truth will come out. I think any sane person that watches my video will see I didn't do anything.
Send me that. The fastest way is to transparency. So I need that bus video where you're following the bus and narrating it, and I'll put it on my channel. That way, when I call Tennessee tomorrow and I call the sheriff's office and the prosecutor's office as a member of the press to follow up and see what they're doing to you, I can say, I've got the bus tape on my channel. Mm-hmm. So you can, if it's on your channel, just send me the link. I'll rip it and I'll put it up. Is it on your channel?
Okay.
Is it on your channel? It's on there now?
It's yes, I can send you the links.
Okay. Send me the links. All right. Thank you for coming, Dragonette. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. You're welcome. Everybody, make sure you subscribe to Dragonette, Dragonettes, and we're going to support you all the way through it, okay?
Thank you. I just want to say shout out to my Tennessee accountability. And Chevy. I love Chevy.
Chevy and Tennessee accountability and Chevy have been along for the whole time. Tennessee accountability has been in here the whole time, and so's Chevy, and I'm super grateful for you two guys too. So thanks a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Dragonette.
I wouldn't have made it this far without him. So
really,
he's a blessing.
It's nice to hear, Tennessee.
Yes,
it's nice to hear.
He's kept my spirits going. He's kept my spirits going.
Well, you know, the team DLZ, everybody is going to come to your channel. Everybody's going to come. Make sure you guys go to her channel, click play on her videos. And even if you're just doing the dishes, let her video play through, you know, give her a little support, hit a like, drop a comment, share a video on your Facebook, on your Twitter, on your Instagram, you know, give her a little bit of support and love. Let's try to prop this woman up. I don't believe for 2 seconds that you have anything to do with child pedophilia or stalking or anything weird like that at all. I literally think that the same thing that's happening to you, happening to Jason Dollarhide, happening to auditors all over this country. They're targeting us. Tap into Direct D. Direct D and I are not friends. Everybody knows that. We're not friends at all. What's happening to Direct D is completely and utterly wrong. There's nothing right about it. It's wrong. I'm on Direct D's side all the way. They're railroading this guy. He doesn't do it like I would do it, but you know what? Nobody does it the same. Everybody does it different. I would do it like this. I would do it like that. Yeah, you do it how you do it. That's what you do. So while we may not do it the same, I still support the guy. So
yeah,
I'll support you too. All right, let's talk when we get off.
I appreciate you, Chille.
I know you do.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you putting my story out. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll reach out to a couple more friends who have channels, and just like I did this morning for Heather and Jason and Avery. So we'll do the same thing here, and we'll try to get more in Tennessee accountability if we know anybody else over there.
Okay.
And we're gonna have to try to figure out what to do for your legal defense. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Okay, Dragonette. Okay, so that's Dragonette transparency.